We are now gonna do a gentle flow, a gentle movement flow that is based on yoga. But I don't want you to get stressed from the word yoga, because a lot of you have expressed to me that you feel like yoga is too difficult, it's too hard. And I'm gonna tell you this, there are different types of yoga. There is the Hatha yoga, that is the traditional yoga. There is the Vinyasa yoga, there is the Ashtanga yoga. There are more like dynamic and more explosive yoga styles. Then you have Yin yoga, that's basically you resting in one position to really elongate your muscles for a longer period of time. There are so many different, there's restorative yoga, that's trauma adaptive yoga. And what we're gonna do today is basically a Hatha based yoga. So Hatha is the most traditional one, but with the mentality of today, right? So the mentality that we need to listen and that we need to go inside, that we need to feel what is going on in our bodies. That's our main focus today. So we're not going to do any crazy elite movements, difficult movements. I'm going to give you modifications and I'm going to give you progression so you can explore. The focus on this practice is for you to explore. I want you to explore and feel what is happening in your body, what is going on in your body. So the first thing I'm going to ask you to do is come sit with me on the floor. Whether you have a mat or you don't have a mat, it doesn't matter, because you're not gonna need that crazy grip of a yoga mat, because this is what we're doing is gentle. But if you have a mat, go and grab your mat. Now, if you have a pillow, go and put the pillow under your sit bones. And if you feel comfortable, please sit down in a cross-legged position. And if this feels like it's too much, you can keep your feet together, you can keep your legs out, you can keep your feet in front, whatever works for you. And if you need to change positions in between, go for that as well. So I'm gonna start with my right leg. So for you, it looks like I'm doing my right leg. For me, it's my left. But I want you to start with your right leg. And I just want you to start by feeling where you are in your body right now. I just want you to take a moment to explore where your energy level is right now. Is it sluggish? Is it soft? Is it flowy? Is it energetic? Whatever it is, try to find a flow of calm and peace. The word yoga means union. So what you're unifying here is your body with yourself, your inner self. That's what yoga is about. Everything else that you see on Instagram, all of those neat tips and tricks, that is not what yoga is about. Yoga is about the union between you and your body. And whatever that means to you, that is between you and your body. And when you feel ready, when you feel like you've found a comfortable spot, remember, comfort here is priority. I want you to put one hand on your tummy and the other under your chest. And just feel that connection through the palm of your hands to your body, that physical connection of touch. What do you feel right now? What is the physical activity you're feeling? Maybe you're feeling your tummy expanding with every breath and compressing with every exhale. And the same with your rib cage. You're feeling that rise and fall together with your breath. So whatever you're feeling right now, just pinpoint whatever is going on inside of your body without judging, without overanalyzing. Just see it as, okay, I'm actually taking the time to just feeling my body's inner activity right now, not more. So we're starting there. We're starting from this point. And now I'm going to invite you to close your eyes. When we close our eyes, it's easier to connect on the inside. And all of you know all of this because you're doing rapid transformational therapy with me, and you know that in order for you to become aware of your inner state, you need to shut out everything that is external to shift your focus inward. So keep focusing on what is going on in your body. What are the physical activities happening in your body? And see if you can expand that focus into your limbs, so your legs, your arms, your sit bones, your spine, all the muscles in and around your corset, so from the sit bone all the way forward to the pubic bone, all the way up to the sternum, all the way back to your shoulder blades. And how are your shoulders today? Are they tense? Are they stiff? Or do you feel that they're actually quite relaxed and loose? And again, whatever comes up, remember that you're doing this not from a place of judging or over-analyzing. We're just identifying. And when we identify, it's easier to connect. Remember that rule. Whenever we identify, it's easier to connect what is going on inside. I want you to shift your focus now to your breath. On the inhale, feeling the air flowing in through your nose, all the way down to your lungs. And on the exhale, grabbing whatever is not needed and exhaling. And play with the thought here that every time you take a breath, you're grabbing energy, outer energy, energy that is all around us. Remember, everything is energy, everything is connected, right? So you're grabbing that energy that you want, that you so desperately need at this moment for your body. And when you're exhaling, you're grabbing hold of that stuck energy, that stagnant energy that you don't want, and you're releasing it through the exhale. See if you can play with that visualization a few times. Inhale, grabbing external energy that you need. Exhale, releasing stagnant energy that you don't want anymore. Do it a few more times. And when you're ready, we're going to inhale through the nose and exhale out through the mouth, and we're going to do it 3 times. Inhale. And exhale. Again, inhale. And exhale. And one more time, inhale. And exhale. When you're ready, drop your arms. Open your eyes and lift your shoulders up to your ears. Hold them there for 3, for 2, for 1, and drop. Again, inhale, lifting the shoulders, holding them there for 3, for 2, for 1, and drop. One more inhale, and drop. Let's start adding some blood circulation to our joints, our muscles. Let's do some external shoulder rotations. And it's important here that you're following what your body is telling you to. So if you're feeling like you're going way too fast or way too hard, listen to your body's signals. Find your pace that works for you. Let's do one more on each side. And let's press our palms together. Get some heat going through those palms. And just release out. Again. And release. Shake it off. And again. And release. I'm going to invite you to open your legs. Whatever feels good for you. I'm going to invite you to start tapping gently on your body. And it's not hard, it's kind of soft, but it's just to awaken everything. Focus on the insides, outside. And try to connect also to how do you feel about this tapping and what is happening inside of your body now? What is happening inside of your mind? Do you feel your body come alive? Do you feel the energy in your legs come alive? Like, I'm feeling a tingling sensation right now going on in my feet and my toes. What you're doing is, with pressure, you're applying energy. And with energy, we're releasing tension. Let's do one more time. Good. And I want you to just squeeze from the hips all the way down to your knees. Let's do it a few more times. And every time you open, you let go. If you feel comfortable, let it go with a breath. One more. Good. Now bring your feet in front of you into a little butterfly position. And I'm going to ask you to focus on your calf muscles. You're going to give them a little gentle massage. And again, ask yourself, how does this feel? Do I feel uncomfortable massaging my own body? Or do I actually feel comfort? That I'm taking time for myself? That I'm feeling my body? I'm feeling what is going on? And allowing yourself to just be in the moment and listen. How often do you allow yourself to do this? How often do you just check in with yourself by physical touch alone? We're so dependent on external touch. hugs, hand on your shoulder. But have you asked yourself that the comfort that you can get from external factor, a friend, a loved one, family, you can actually get that, of course, granted, in a different way, with a different feeling, with a different sensation, from you connecting to your body. When you connect to your own body with the purpose of understanding what is happening, there's so much release going on. All right, I think that we got a good little cough rub there. So let's go to the other side. And while you're doing this, experiment. See, okay, do I need to apply more pressure? And how do I feel about it? Or do I want to be gentle? Like, all my calf muscles, are they sore? And where do you feel tension? Where do you find a muscle knot somewhere? And if you find a little muscle knot somewhere, ask yourself, why is it there? What is my body trying to tell me? Whenever there's tension and pressure in our body, that is our body trying to tell us something. Like, for example, I'm going to tell you from my perspective now. After 4 days of almost no moving, because I was basically out from Monday. Granted, I did dance on Thursday, but that was with the kids. And then I did some low impact dancing. My calf muscles are sore because I went too hard, too fast. After 3 days of almost no physical activity, sure, I did take a walk, but no physical activity in that sense that I exercised. And now I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it in my calf muscles, and they're saying, hey, you went a little bit too fast. You haven't been stretching enough, and now you're gonna feel it. So yeah, whenever you're doing this, see this as an opportunity to connect with your body. Remember, when we're doing this as part of our body transformation, as part of you connecting that coherence between your mind, your heart, your body. It's all part of the balance program. It's something that you're diving into. Maybe you've already been through the body transformation. Maybe you've already done the mind transformation and also the heart transformation. So you're realizing this connection just by doing this right here, right now. But sometimes we need to be reminded. All right, so let's end the rub, the little massage. And I want you to focus on your feet now. So there's a lot about ancient Eastern traditions and culture that we Westerners are not so into. And when I say into, that we haven't had the opportunity to learn about it. If you've done Qigong, if you've done martial arts, then you can be a little bit familiar with it. But we have points in our body. This is from the world of acupuncture. And again, there is so much in the Eastern culture, in the Eastern medicine, holistic medicine, that we don't see or approve as medicine today. But I'm going to tell you this, sure, before the time of the penicillin, before the time of antibiotics, What did we do to help our body heal? Well, there were different practices, right? We had herbalism, we had acupuncture, energy healing, all of that. And now I'm going into worlds that you're like, nah, I don't believe in that. But ask yourself, why don't you believe in that? Why is it so far-fetched? Just because you have not learned about it doesn't mean that it's not true. It doesn't mean that it's not there. And I want you now to feel what is happening in your foot when you're now doing these small things, because we're not doing anything crazy right now. You're basically just touching your body parts, right? Without it sounding like you're doing something bad. You're connecting through touch to your body, through points in your body. The feet hold a lot of nerves. Your hands hold a lot of nerves. There's a reason why our nervous system gets stressed and goes under pressure. There's a reason why we collapse under stress and pressure. There's a reason why our sensors get overexposed. We need to slow down. We need to again connect. We're always in such a hurry to please everyone but ourselves. Such a hurry to take care of everyone but ourselves. It's time for you to stop. It's time for you to be at peace. That it's okay for you to take time for yourself. It's okay for you to do this. It's not selfish. By doing this, you are creating space, emotional space, energetic space to be able to deal with external factors in your life. All right, let's switch. So I'm doing this, I'm crossing my legs over. But if this is hard for you, you can just as easily do crossing one foot like this or just holding one foot like that. And if this feels uncomfortable for you sitting on the floor, go ahead and grab a chair. Maybe that will feel better for you. So again, listen to your body. And when you're applying pressure, you're doing it through your fingers. So you're connecting through your fingertips, right? And again, asking yourself, what's the point? What's the point of doing this? What comes up when I am connecting with my body? What comes up when I actually allow myself time to listen and go inside? And I'm talking about physiology here. I'm talking about what is happening inside of your body. And can you connect that to your mind? Can you connect that to your heart? Like, what is there a space somewhere? Like for example, I'm going to be honest with you now. I am right now diving deep between my toes, and I'm feeling this urge that I want to cry. And I'm asking myself, okay, Moni, why are you so emotional? You're just touching your feet. But I'm realizing that I haven't been so nice to my body lately, even though I'm trying. I'm like you guys, we're all here living the human experience, trying to survive our days. But we're all of us are dealing with external factors. And I'm feeling this connection now to my heart just by touching my feet, just by rubbing my feet, just by giving some time and some love to my feet, I'm feeling that something is really happening in my heart right now. It's opening up something in my heart space. And if you feel that you're relating to that, you need to ask yourself, so what is it that's coming up inside of you right now? All right. So put your legs in front of you, and one last time from the hips, grab, squeeze all the way down and out. Again. One more. Very good. Now, if you have a pillow, I'm going to ask you to put the pillow away to the side. And if you're sitting on the chair, I'm going to ask you to gently come and sit down on the floor. We're going to be doing gentle movements now to increase blood flow. So we're starting with our feet in front of us. And I just want you to gently open your legs to the side. So the legs are quite close right now, and we're going to gently be opening up them more and more. So you're going to have a deeper open position. And I want you to experiment here. Go inside again and feel, okay, what am I feeling right now in my body with my legs a little bit in a parallel position? Do I feel any stiffness? For example, I'm feeling it here. Like, okay, where did the stiffness come from? Can you pinpoint it? Can you understand why it's there? And when you're doing this little swaying motion, so what I'm doing is I'm trying to open my chest so I'm not in a collapsed form here, right? So it's still an activation in my upper body. And come to center and see if you can open the feet up a little bit more. So you have some space here. So when the legs open, they're not gonna open on each other. And see if you can feel the difference if you're trying to push open here in your hip. If I'm just here, it's in a collapsed state, and if I'm coming up, then it's actually something that is activating, right? And if you do feel tired in your shoulders, you can rest in between. But try to keep that chest open as much as possible. And breathe. And I'm quite flexible. If you feel that you cannot get your knees down to the floor, don't force it. If this is enough, if you're staying here, then that's enough. But if you can bring them down with ease, without forcing it, go for it. Remember, it's all about being gentle. It's not us forcing our body, it's us listening to our body. So again, it's not about us going against our body's will. It's about us connecting to what the body needs at this moment in time. And that in itself, my friends, can be so hard. Because if we're used to constantly go against our body, if we're used to constantly run around in that hamster wheel of life, it's quite difficult just to stop. All right. Good. Come back to center. One last one. Open it quite wide now. See what that does. Can you, from here, open up a little bit more in your chest? And if it feels uncomfortable, don't do it. But experiment and see if you can bring yourself up a little bit or not. You don't have to worry about your feet, if they're pointed or relaxed. We're just creating movement in our hips. And also by allowing us to keep that chest big and open, we're helping our lungs, right? To get that oxygen they need to help us work properly, function properly. So I'm going to invite you with the next side to bring a little arm movement into it, if you feel called to do it. And breathe. Come back. Stretch up and breathe. And back. So when you go back, you're going to relax. From here, stretch up and open. And again, if you lose focus, if you start thinking about something else, remind yourself to bring your awareness back to your breath. And when you've reshifted your focus to your breath, you can gently reshift your focus to what is happening in your body. Now, I can tell you guys, for example, I'm feeling more blood circulation through my hips and my knees. And I'm starting to feel as though a lot of my tension in my right leg that I was feeling is starting to loosen up a little bit. And I'm feeling this ease. How is it for you? So what's going on for you? And remember, don't get frustrated if you don't feel any release, if the tension is still there, if you feel still kind of like stuck. Maybe it takes more time. Maybe you've been pushing your body way too long, way too hard, and your body is not the same as it was. So this is going to take longer for you. I'm not talking about you need to do this 5 more minutes today. I'm talking about that this is maybe a practice that you can come back to every now and again. All right, last side, friends. And good. From here, bring your legs together. You're going to swing them onto one side, and I want you to go into something that's called child's pose. You can keep your socks if you want to. I'm a little bit cold, not gonna lie. So I'm gonna keep my socks. And remember, we're not gonna do anything that is gonna have to help us keep grip. So don't worry, easy, soft things. So child's position from here, you're gonna lie down all the way. And if you feel tension in your knees, see if you can put maybe a blanket under your knees. Or if you're feeling called to just try and find a position that's comfortable enough for you, see if you can use your breath as a release of tension. So physiologically, what is happening in the child's pose is that it's helping our body to relax the nervous system. And you guys know that when we relax our nervous system, it's easier for us to become aware of what is going on inside. We're working with this in rapid transformational therapy too. It's a reminder that when the nervous system is asleep, we become more aware of what is going on inside. Now our focus is not to help our nervous system fall asleep here, but we want it to relax a little bit. So we're getting that comforting feeling here. And see what is happening in your lower body. What is going on in your hips, in your thighs, hamstrings, glutes, lower back. Maybe you're feeling something in your shoulders. And when you're ready, gently, vertebra by vertebra, bring yourself up to a seated position. And we're not going to stay here for long. I'm going to lift that nose and chest up. Hold it there. And release. One more inhale, open up. And release. And one more, open up. And release. And from here, I'm going to ask you to lie down on your back. With your knees facing up, so your feet planted, making sure that your spine is long, your shoulder blades are also relaxed. Remember what we did when we were sitting up? We're gonna do exactly the same thing now, lying down, and I want you to reflect on what is the difference. So you can start by holding your hands on your belly, on your chest, and you're just gonna allow your legs to drop without the scapula leaving the floor. So if your knees cannot drop to the floor without the scapula lifting, then focus, instead of keeping the scapula, your shoulder blades down into the floor, and just stop where the movement is telling you to not go further. Do it a few more times. And the last one. Come back to center. Now grab hold of your knees and gently just have them relax into your chest. And see what happens when you flex your feet, so toes lifted, and then just relax. And again, toes lifted, and relax. Lift those toes and relax your feet. Now gently make circular movements with your knees. Your hands are helping you with the movement. And again, try to keep your scapula, your shoulder blades, gently placed in the floor. So I'm just going to exaggerate now, so it's not about lifting yourself and doing a round. No, it's staying in one place and just allowing that circular motion happening in your body. And again, shift your focus to what is going on in your hips. What is going on in your hip flexors, and what is going on in your glutes, your thighs. Are you feeling any type of release? Are you feeling any blood circulation helping you release the tension? Do one more on this side. And gently come back to center. Again, toes up. And relax. Again, toes up. And relax. And last one, toes up. And relax. And we're gonna go opposite side now. And you can make the circular movements as big or small as you need. Now, if you're starting to feel something in your tummy, maybe your tummy is starting to talk, guess what? We are actually helping our digestive system here. Yeah. So our gut is getting a little massage, our kidneys are getting a little massage. So if you're feeling like, ooh, Monica, I'm gonna have to go to the bathroom after this, it's completely normal. Yep. This is what happens, friends. And that's our body's way of getting rid of something, right? Something that was stuck. Whether it is, I'm gonna go very, very informative now, whether it's pee or whether it's number 2, it's something that needs to get out. It was stuck. And with blood circulation, with motion, you're helping your body to get rid of what doesn't have to be in there, what no longer wants to be in there. Because this is the natural process. We are cyclical beings. We're in constant change. Last one, friends. And come back to center. You're gonna open your arms. Allow your legs to just gently fall into one side, and you're gonna help yourself come up to a seated position. You don't need your pillow. We're just gonna stay here for a little while. Again, you can sit in the position that you want. And now I want you to just feel the difference in your body now from the moment that we started. Remember, I told you that I have like a tingling sensation. It's still there. My body is tingling all over. So that's the blood circulation. I'm feeling that my feet are warmer. I'm feeling that my hands are warmer. I'm feeling a little bit more loose, loosey-goosey, right? And if you don't feel the same, it's because we are different people. You're you, I'm me. So whatever has happened for you, you need to take a moment for yourself and like, okay, what am I feeling? What is the difference between the moment that I started and where I am right now after doing all of this? So take a deep breath, inhale. And exhale. Do it 2 more times. Inhale. And exhale. And last one, inhale. And exhale. Remember, it's not selfish for you to take time for yourself. And it's not selfish for you to listen to your body. This is where we live. On this plane, this is where we live. In this. Of course, you need to take time to listen what is happening, what is going on. So I want to say congratulations for actually taking the time and doing this. Good job, everyone.